everyone. Welcome back to Unfiltered Perspectives. I'm Tara.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Leslie.
Today, we're going to be talking about all things beauty, makeup, hair, nails, and everything in between. But we're not just talking about the trends and the techniques. We're also going to be asking the bigger questions, such as why do we do it? Who are we really doing it for? Is it about self-expression, confidence, or are we chasing a beauty standard that was never ours to begin with? We all have different relationships with beauty, and today we're going to unpack what it means to embrace it on our own terms. This is Unfiltered Perspectives, where real talk leads to real growth, and every perspective is valued.
That is a great introduction into today's topic. You pointed out two good questions. The first is, who are we doing it for? And the other is, why are we doing it? Which I guess is one and the same question. Let's start with makeup. Do either of you ladies wear makeup? Do you do it regularly? Not at all? Where are you with makeup?
I somewhat recently started wearing makeup, and I don't do like the whole like full face thing with the foundation and all that. A lot of times now, I'll wear like a little bit of eyeliner and also sometimes maybe some lip liners. So, because I feel like my features need a little bit of definition. And sometimes, and I've noticed that as I've gotten older, sometimes my eyes do sometimes tend to look a little bit washed out. Although I'm not sure if it's just that. I also, in the past couple of years, stopped wearing eyeglasses, so maybe that might have something to do with the fact that I started maybe trying to accentuate my eyes
Okay,
more as well.
gotcha. Okay. Same topic, but just switching gears a little bit. So I know that you are married. Does your husband prefer you with makeup or without makeup?
He doesn't have a preference at all, to be honest with
Doesn't
you.
have a preference.
No, he
Okay.
loves me any way I am.
Oh,
Aww.
alrighty. I love it. Now to Kimberly, makeup or no makeup?
I do not wear makeup, although I do wear glasses, and so I will admit that my glasses make my face look more interesting. I don't wear glasses to the gym, and when I get a look at my face without my glasses and my bandana on, I'm like, "Whoo, who is this?" I don't have to worry about nobody pushing up on me at the gym.
Oh my goodness. So no makeup.
So no makeup, but I will say there was a minute during the COVID lockdown when everything was on Zoom when I was wearing lipstick. And so now, now there are like, and you know, some of those things get recorded. There's a year's worth of Zoom meetings and Zoom recordings where I'm wearing this lipstick. I look garish as all get out, not at all like myself. So I'm going to live with that in history.
Okay. So all natural for Kim. So that goes for nails, no what you call acrylics and nail polish and none of that, right?
Well, I do not do the fancy like manicure acrylics, but it's sitting right here on my little desk. Well, so here's the thing about nail polish. I will sort of get into a mood with nail polish and then
Mm-hmm.
I won't wear it for years. And even this one, I wore some nail polish. It looked good. I picked up this color that I really liked, and this nail polish has been sitting on my desk unused for 3 weeks because I lost the bug. And so maybe if I put it on, I'll wear it for the next month. I mean, I'll touch it up, but I'll wear it for the next month or so. I like the idea of it, but
Mm-hmm.
then the actual practice of putting it on, less so.
But on your natural nails, no fake nails, no press-ons, no acrylics, none of that stuff.
Oh, look at these sad
Okay,
lipsticks.
she's showing us
I'm
her
showing
nails.
you mine too. Mm-mm.
And Tara, I know you don't do the acrylics and
Oh,
none of
no
that.
way. Mm-mm. I
Okay.
don't do that because that would require people touching me. But
Okay.
but no, I don't do that. I do sometimes use nail polish on my toes when I wear sandals and stuff, and that's only because my toes are gross looking sometimes and they're discolored, and so I use the nail polish to kind of cover up, the way they look. And I don't really use it on my fingernails often because I don't like the way nail polish looks on me.
Hmm.
Maybe sometimes like a clear, but even that, not really, because I
Yeah.
wash my hands so much. And also, I used to be a nail biter, and so not good. And
Okay.
also, in a former life, I used to be a chef, a pastry chef. So then the whole nail thing doesn't really work for my lifestyle.
Okay. So we covered
What
makeup
about
and we covered
Well, how about
nails.
you?
what about you? Right.
Oh,
You hit
I
oh.
I do wear makeup, the foundation, eyeliner, and lip, like colored gloss on my lips. Not lipstick necessarily. I don't like lipstick. I don't do like eyeshadow or blush or anything like that. Usually just foundation and eyeliner. I don't like color on my face. My nails, yes, I do the acrylics and the manis and the pedis. I'm so different from you guys. I'm so different from my nieces. So yes, I do. I don't do makeup as often as I used to, but I will still do it. As a matter of fact, mostly when I'm going to church service is usually when I do it. But when I get in, baby, it comes off. Something about me wearing makeup just makes me exhausted. And I'm literally like washing my face immediately, but I do it.
Mhm.
Wait,
I
the
do.
wearing it, not the putting it on makes you exhausted?
Something, I don't know if it's an ingredient or something in what I'm wearing. This sounds really crazy, but I am physically tired when I wear makeup. Call me crazy. And when I wash my face, I feel better. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
So slightly related, I just read, it's been going around in one of my friend chat about the dangerous chemicals in braiding hair because you said maybe it's one of the ingredients, which made me
right.
remember. So I do every once in a while get my hair braided, which I will say doesn't make me tired. It does feel super heavy though, but maybe maybe the chemicals in the braid hair have been working on me.
That was my next question. Do you guys do extensions or anything in your hair? Kim, I don't think I've ever seen your hair braided.
Ooh, it
Oh,
looks cute on
it
the
does.
end.
Okay, you're gonna have to find a picture for me. I was gonna ask you about that. But it's interesting that you said that because I braided my hair recently. Well, I braid my hair all the time. So yes, I do extensions and sew-ins and things of that nature. And Kim, every time I braid my hair, there is something in it, I'm telling you. It makes me tired and it makes okay, so I braid my hair standing up. And for some reason my hands and my feet swell. So I
Mm,
You
do
braid your
believe
own hair?
I braid my own hair. Yeah.
very nice.
Nice.
Lovely.
I'm showing it. People, I'm showing her my hair. So yeah, I braid my own hair. It makes me tired and it makes me swell. So
Mm.
there may be something to that.
I mean, maybe all that standing up, but I'll put a link to this article from Consumer Reports in our Facebook page. But
But
so
even if I'm doing someone else's hair too, though,
it makes
if if I'm sitting and I'm doing someone else's hair, just saying, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah,
Interesting.
maybe it's the chemicals. I mean, I stopped with the relaxers years and years ago, in part because of the chemicals, in part because of the whole beauty standard thing. But
hmm
so I left the relaxer thinking, be more natural, get away from chemicals. And I did go, this was like 30 years ago, straight from relaxers to braids. So like out of the frying pan, well, maybe not out of the frying pan into the fire, maybe out of the fire,
into
only
the frying pan.
frying pan.
I was gonna say, I think I did braiding. I had it braided once about 20 years ago. And then I didn't really like that look for myself. And also, I guess I don't like extra hair because it always made my hair feel heavy and always look real big on my head. Because after I tried the braids at some point, I tried doing like two strand twist with extra, the add the hair
Yeah,
to it, and it was a kind of a cute look. I did that after it's about 3 or 4, so about 20 again, about 20 years ago. But nah, not for me.
not for you. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So do you ever, getting back to the makeup, do you, and Kim, you don't wear it, but when you wore the lipstick and Tara, when you do the makeup, is it ever to entice or is it for your husband? And I wonder how many of us do it for our significant other. Is it totally just for you to make yourself feel better?
For me, it is to make myself feel better because I, this is gonna sound really weird to say, I don't typically do stuff for other people when it comes to my body. I do it for myself.
But do you think I just wonder how many of us women would honestly say that we always do it for ourselves. Is there some part of us when we're getting dressed that we're not thinking of our significant other and just wanting to look good for them, look nice for them, be attractive for them, turn them on. I guess I can say that. Do you think that that is ever, maybe not your thought, but as women, that that's part of the thought process?
I'm pretty sure that that's part of the thought process for some women because society, I guess, and media make us feel, or even just life in general makes us feel that, or makes people feel that, I don't know, in order for women to be accepted or love, I don't know if this, maybe explain this the right way and I'll probably cut this part out, but is to appeal to other people, to draw them to you. And I don't know if the way I feel about it is a reaction to that or just from just plain selfish or what, but that's never been one of my concerns. And that may be because, at least not as far as I can remember, maybe as a youngster, a teen, I don't know. I don't remember it being
So
a
do
consideration.
you
I was a
think it's not
teenager
okay?
either. Huh?
Do you think that it's okay to feel that way, to do it for your significant other?
I
Are you against it or just not something that you would do?
I'm not against it. It's just not something
Mhm.
that I have ever felt the need to do. And maybe that way, put it that way. And
Yeah.
maybe if John were a different person and I wasn't as comfortable with our relationship or how I know he perceives me or feels about
Hmm.
me, I might feel differently. But
Okay.
I've never felt that that was necessary for me or for
Okay.
us.
All
So
right.
I don't have a
Kim, what do you
significant
think?
other, but I think I probably am always thinking about when I leave the house and when I leave the apartment, how I present myself to the world and how I present myself to the public. Maybe not so much about trying to entice, even though I did make that joke about nobody wanting to push up on me at the gym, but I'm thinking about how what I wear and how I look, what that says about me. So I want to be comfortable, but I think also what I want to communicate to the world is that I am
Hmm.
somebody who wants to be comfortable. But I also, when I go to the gym, I want to look and feel serious and strong. And so I wear things that make me feel strong, but also hopefully that make me look strong when working and presenting and standing in front of a crowd. So, for example, I think of when I'm preaching, I don't wear a robe. And so I think a little bit about what I wear as a costume, right? I not well
I
don't
get
laugh.
it.
But so I frequently will wear something that's very colorful, that's very bright, that I think speaks to my personality or to my culture. But I do think about how what I wear and how I look says about me and tells a story that I'm trying to communicate, which is about like how it's perceived by other people. But I also, yeah, Tara, what?
I agree with that, what you're saying about how you present yourself to the world, but I thought we were talking about enticement or trying to like attract or something like that, because I think that's a different topic, a
Mhm.
different question than, because of course, I mean, if I want to go, I want to present myself decently. I want to look when I work out or go to a gym, I want to wear clothes that are comfortable and things that are, you know, suitable for the setting that I'm in. But that's a different question than if I'm like dolling myself up to feel beautiful or to look beautiful or what have you, because that's something that I don't do. And partly because I don't feel that I need to for the person that the person that I love, or the person that I am. And also partly because I kind of feel like there's no point to it, and that like I look how I look, whether I have
Yeah.
on like 10 pounds of makeup or not, I'm just still gonna look like me. And
Yeah.
to me, I mean,
Yeah, and it is it's kind of two separate questions, I guess, because of course when you're going out into the world, you want to present yourself a certain way to society, of course. But then when you're talking about significant others, that's a different type of, I wouldn't say acceptance that you're looking for, but that's a different type of, I don't know, I don't want to say acceptance. I can't find the right word, but I think it's okay to want to go that extra mile to attract your significant other. Hair, makeup, nails, clothing, lingerie, whatever it is you use, whatever that thing is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when women feel beautiful, it shows, and their significant other sees that. I think that it enhances it for them. Those extra, you may feel beautiful without the makeup and the hair and the nails. That's not the case for everybody. I feel more beautiful when my hair is done and my nails are done and my makeup and things of that nature. And so I give off a different type of, what's the
Energy
word?
vibe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, different type of energy, for my significant other when I feel a certain way or I look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing it for myself, but I'm also doing it for my significant other. So that's where the question comes. Who are we doing it for? We're
Mm-hmm.
doing it for ourselves, but we're also doing it for the other person, which is different from how we go out into the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't wear it, but I think that people can use makeup in two ways. One is to enhance. What is to enhance, right? And so, Tara, you said, sometimes you use it for definition. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you still are who you are. You look how you look. And there is a way that sometimes you think makeup sharpens or like better defines your look. But I also think it can be used in a way that's kind of a mask, like people say, I'm going to put on my face.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember I watched one season of Love is Blind. And so the premise of that is that you're getting to know a person without seeing them. And then you make a decision that you want to go further. And then you sort of see each other and meet. And so there was this one couple that seemed to get along really well. And when they met, her face looked, so he didn't see her face at all. But we, the audience, could. And when they met, her face was just like very, very heavily made up. And so, and when he saw her, he was disappointed. And even though he didn't have a non-made up face to compare it to, he was very surprised by how much makeup, because to him, it looked like a mask. And knowing that this was a person who used makeup as a mask changed the way that he thought about her. It wasn't so much that he liked her better without the makeup. It wasn't that he liked the way she looked better without makeup versus with makeup, though that was true. He hadn't seen her without makeup first. It was just the fact that he saw that much makeup as a mask, and it made him think differently about the kind of person that she was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
And my thing about myself and makeup is that I do not see myself as physically beautiful. I don't. No matter what clothes I wear, no matter what makeup I have on. And so I think that might be part of the reason why I don't care about that stuff. I care more about what comes from me, my personality or how I treat people or what have you, because to me, that's me. I mean, the physical thing is me too, but it's not something that I try to draw attention to because I don't know. I'm not explaining this especially well, but I don't know. Never mind. I
No,
don't
you're
know.
explaining it well. I have issues with the way I look as well. And depending on the space that I'm going into, I will wear makeup because I don't want people focusing on the things that stand out to me. I have dark circles under my eyes and I have frown lines. And in that case, I'm trying to cover it up because that's not what I want people to focus on. So there are times where, and you don't always see it for whatever reason, I don't know why, but I have certain things that pop up on my face, from time to time. And I'm trying to cover those things up a lot of times.
Hmm.
So I don't want that to be the focus.
So I don't wear makeup to do that, but I do know that I'm expecting these eyeglasses and these hoop earrings to do it. I'm not wearing hoop earrings right now, but I expect my glasses and my earrings to do a lot of the work that I think other people are using makeup for. I think they make my face look more interesting.
Okay.
That's one of the things I miss about wearing glasses too, because I feel like I have like a very like flat face, kind of like, have you seen Angela Lansbury's like face, like a profile? It's like just flat, whatever. And so I felt like glasses gave my face more depth or something. I don't know, it's weird.
Mm-mm.
And we're talking about beauty. There are two scriptures that I want to point out. The first one is 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 3 and 4, which says, "Do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of hair and the putting on of gold jewelry, or the clothing you wear, but let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart, the imperishable beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which in God's sight is very precious." And I feel like that is a verse that I embody, or at least I try to. And the second one is Song of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 7, which says, "You are altogether beautiful, my love. There is no flaw in you." And that is one that I am trying. I am trying to not just read and understand, but to believe and live. So,
And embrace.
and
Amen.
embrace.
Mm-hmm.
Embrace, my word of the year.
Well, this was a fun topic. I do think that we can add to this next week. What are we wearing? Why are we wearing it? That could be
Yeah,
interesting.
could be. But, and also to maybe,
Where are we wearing it?
I'm
Ooh.
not wearing it anywhere except home. But also maybe just to talk a little bit about what our standards of beauty are, what makes us feel beautiful, and when we don't necessarily feel that way about ourselves, why that is, and what we can do about it. Is it something that we necessarily need to feel? Do we need to feel like physically beautiful, or are we okay just knowing our own worth? That doesn't rest or rely on external beauty. So I think that might be fun to
Yeah,
talk
so
about.
join us next week.
Beauty
Yeah.
part 2.
Yeah. So where we are today is that at the end of the day, some of us believe that beauty isn't just about how we look, it's about how we feel. But we'll get more into that next week. So whether it's a bold or, as Kim called it, garish set of nails, or, rocking that bare face with confidence. I think for myself right now, the most important thing is that you define beauty for yourself. And if it makes you feel good, and if it reflects who you think you are, or who you are, I'm sorry, that is what matters to me.
Whatever you do, go out and do you, boo.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. And please remember to share, rate, review, and subscribe so you never miss an episode, which will be coming at you every other Thursday.
Yes, we are switching to every other Thursday starting in April. Is that correct, Tara?
It's going to be starting in March, yo.
We'll catch you next time. Until then, you can find us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, and now also Blue Sky.
So just remember, every other Thursday, we'll see you back here. Thank you for joining us and have a good week.